Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this how to play video I'm going to take a look at Spiteful Dragon Priest, the post-nerfs Kobolds and Catacombs edition. So Spiteful Priest was a pretty strong deck in the Kobolds and Catacombs metagame originally. It was running stuff like Bone Mares and Corridor Creepers, but with those cards nerfed and the meta somehow shifted as well, is Spiteful Dragon Priest still a good deck? And the answer to that question is yeah, kind of. The core fundamentals of the deck are very healthy and sound. It has very strong win conditions, but the abundance of Paladin that is on the ladder right now, a very aggressive Paladin builds at that, places a bit of a strain on a deck that doesn't run any cheap spells or cheap removal to contest those early boards very effectively. At its core, Spiteful Dragon Priest is a mid-range deck. It aims to curve out with its minions, it has its most powerful place in the mid-game, and it wants to close out the game by killing its opponent. It's not headed towards fatigue or doesn't really go for any very late game win conditions. The key card in the deck is of course its namesake, the Spiteful Summoner. Because of Spiteful Summoner, the spells that are running this deck are a little bit limited. The classic set is to have 2 copies of Free From Ember and 2 copies of Mind Control, which also serve as your most end-game win conditions, in addition to giving a huge swing turn on 6 with the Spiteful Summoner. However, the very aggressive Paladin meta that surfaced briefly after the nerfs has forced Spiteful Summoner Priest to accommodate a little bit, and for that reason there is one cheaper spell as a tech card in this list, and that is the Dragonfire Potion. Without the Dragonfire Potion you are unlikely to have enough board clears to properly contest Paladins. And one of the upsides of Dragonfire Potion is that as many of your own minions are dragons, it doesn't affect them, so you can wipe out the Paladin's board at the same time as you still maintain your own. In addition to Spiteful Summoners, the deck is just running some very strong dragon cards, which enable it to curve out and take control of the game. Most powerful of them all being the Dragonid Operative, which also allows you to discover cards from your opponent's decks, which is extremely good in control matchups, because it can keep that steady stream of threats going and going. Another dragon worth highlighting is the Duskbreaker, which is your most important card in aggro matchups, because Duskbreaker is your earliest board clear, and it hits them where it hurts. However, with the consistent refills of aggro decks nowadays, 2 Duskbreakers just don't quite cut it, which is the reason Dragonfire Potion is in the deck. Also in aggro matchups you're really looking for the Netherspite Historian, because Netherspite Historian can discover more Duskbreakers for you, which in turn gives you more ways to clear the aggro deck's board. After the nerfs, the Prince Skeleton variant of this deck has become a lot less powerful because Patches doesn't have charge anymore, which means that you basically have to have the One Night in Karazhan adventure in order to have Netherspite Historian that will then be used in this deck instead. Another card that has become stable after the nerfs is the Twilight Acolyte, which already saw some play before the nerfs, but it has become more important since. This is a great answer to big threats, stealing away their attack and allowing you to render them useless or maybe dealing with them. When using this card though, be wary that if the opponent happens to run Silence, they can just silence the big threat that you have stolen the attack from to restore its attack back to its regular value. So in general with this deck you're looking to curve out, get those Spiteful Summoners out, apply increasing pressure and win the game. As for mulligans, against aggro decks you're usually mostly looking for Duskbreakers, whereas against control decks you can look a bit more on what kind of curve you have and even keep something like a Spiteful Summoner or a Dragonid Operative. You never want to keep any of the spells in your mulligan, those are for late game. There are 3 clear tech cards in this particular build, so there's Harrison Jones for weapon removal, there's Cabal Stealer for silence, and there is Dragonfire Potion for that board clear. Dragonfire Potion is also the reason why Grand Archivist is not running this build, because you don't want that Archivist casting random Dragonfire Potions around. That would be pretty bad. But if the meta that you're facing is more control heavy, so you don't need Dragonfire Potion, you can run the Archivist instead. I also consider the Shadow Ascendant a bit of a tech card. I don't think Ascendant is particularly powerful, but it can help you get those boards against aggro decks. If the meta was more control heavy, I would probably run the Curious Glimmer route instead, which I used to run before the Paladin Stone began. Nonetheless, I have found this list to be pretty good compromise. It still has most of its power against slow decks. It loses a little bit of that, but it's able to improve its Paladin matchup to close to even. It's still not a great matchup, but at least you're not losing all the time. As always, I've prepared a bunch of gameplay material about this deck for you, and remember, if you enjoy this content, then please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more. And now let's go take a look at what Spiteful Dragon Priest can do in the current meta. I believe I need to mulligan all of these for Duskbreakers. That's Duskbreakers. Are those enough? Depends on the number of Divine Shields. Paladin kept 3 of the 4 cards, so we can expect some pretty rough stuff coming down. Okay, so this is a turn 3 Talon Priest into turn 4 Twilight Drake, maybe into turn 5 Duskbreaker, possibly something like that. Paladin seems pretty aggressive. Okay, well, that's all the removal I have in the deck. It's in my hand now, so let's hope this works. Already coin call to arms. Alright. The key question is how many Divine Shield minions? No Divine Shield minions. This is perfect. Phew. We can Duskbreaker that board. Get rid of all Knife Jugglers, get rid of all Direwolf Alphas. 1 Righteous Protector gone, but there's still the Squires and another Protector left. This is the dude version. Okay. Through King easy win. I wish. I wish it was. I wish. I could play the Operative. The dude version sometimes runs Consecration. I don't absolutely need to have a Taunt minion here. Let's go with Simple Agent. Oh, he's also running Level Up. Maul could be good, because then I can also hit stuff with my face. Let's grab that one. My minion's Taunt doesn't really do much. Okay, knowing that he runs Level Up is important, because not all of them do. He has Level Up and he has Tarim. I have 2 more board clears remaining.
Reporting for duty.
And I need to use one of them here, right? If I use the Duskbreaker, I will lose my Duskbreaker. You can still have other buffs. What if I just play them all and kill 3 of these? Leave only 2 up. Then if he wants to go with the Level Up, I can try to be a little greedy, I think. Downside is that all the minions will have Taunt, but that was a pretty bad maul. I believe in being a little greedy. Let's start trading away these Silver Hand recruits. This was bad, really bad that it gave Taunt, because I would love to have these behind the Dark Reaper. But oh well, what can you do? He has another refill with the Jailer here. Yeah, he's going for the refill. Is he going for the Level Up? He's going for the Level Up, right?
Reporting for duty.
The Stickerdom play. What does he find? There are quite a lot of buffs for these whiteboards in his deck. Stealth. I don't mind stealth. I can deal with this with the Duskbreaker now. I can hit my face into Stickerdom and Duskbreaker. That will be fine. So hit my face into Stickerdom. And then I play the Duskbreaker again. I get to kill all of those. I get to hit face, and I get to hit face. Then I can either heal this to 4, or I can play another Tar Creeper. I think I want to heal the dragon to 4. But do I have enough board clears? Call to arms, stand against darkness. So many refills, so many.
Reporting for duty.
And here comes yet another refill. That wasn't such a bad one though. So I will let go of the Dragonid Operative here to trade away the Lion. And then we go with Spiteful Summoner. And because I have Dragonfire Potion in hand, it's not going to get revealed. I don't even have to let go of the Operative. I can heal the Operative to 6. It will live with 1 health. 1 health is not great, but it still lives. So I trade away the Lion, trade away one of the recruits, and I can play a Spiteful Summoner. I can still have Tarim, of course. Pretty low roll, 7-5 buddy, one of the lowest. So they can still be Tarim. They can. No one's running 2 copies of Stand Against Darkness, right? This is where the low roll hurts. I could push 14 to face. That would be an alternative here. I believe that alternative is well worth considering. This one can kill the Tar Creeper. That's fine. We're going 14 face. Time to move this thing around. 1 in 4 to hit for the damage buff to hit the Tar Creeper. Rat King, if I really net them, imagine they should have to Stand Against Darkness. Okay. That can be a problem, maybe. But I have my secret weapon in hand, which I teched in specifically for this matchup. I currently have 2 dragons on board. Too bad that I low rolled the 10 drop. Usually 10 drops would also survive the Dragonfire Potion. Actually, is this the only 10 drop that doesn't? Because Kutoon has 6 health and Zot has 7. Alright. So now he is alive. I mean, I can mind control Tarim and push 3. That's probably the best I can do.
What is revenge?
Let's grab Tarim and let's push 3. Okay. Got through those. He has 1 Righteous Protector left in the deck.
Back to your homes.
Is that the only taunt he has remaining? I think it probably is. There it is. There's the fellow. Oh, Shadow Ascendants. I could hit here, Dragonfire Potion, but it would not push through. It would push 3 to face, which wouldn't be enough. I could play Twilight Drake into double Shadow Ascendant. I could try to look for Charged Devil Sword for lethal. I think I like putting a lot of minions on the board. Most of these minions currently are not Silver Hand recruits. Kill that taunt minion. And we heal up here, just in case he has Consecration in hand. Okay. So now we have a pretty wide board. Does he have a Consecration there? That's not a Consecration. So he would need Stegodon, or he could have a level up. That would actually make those minions pretty powerful. because then they have Divine Shield and Taunt. Okay, so the fight for the board continues. But depending on how he does the trades here, what is he doing? That's exactly correct, actually. Dragonfire Potion. Dragonfire Potion here does not allow me to go face. But it does leave me with a minion. And him with none. So we go for that and see what happens. Hit here. Hit here. Hit here. Dragonfire Potion the board. And well, we heal up the Twilight Drake. Then he has the top deck. But there are no more taunts in the deck, right? So top deck has to be a Stegodon. That then would give taunt to a minion. And we are about to witness a Paladin in action. You will soon get to observe how this Paladin is going to rip through this poor priest with fearsome efficiency. Yeah, this is not a good start. He did a 3 keep. I could have mulliganed this Star Creeper away. I could have done that. GG. Probably missed the Tiger Shark, but there's still a chance that I top deck a Duskbreaker. It's around 10% per turn. Because there are 2 in the deck. I definitely have dragons to activate it. But I can stall a little bit. I mean, if the Tidecaller lives through this turn, then I can steal its attack next turn. Of course it will start going up again, but at least it goes down a little bit for a while. I think I also need to play the Cleric for tempo. Turn 4 Adapt guy. Yeah, Gentle Megasaur is coming. Maybe not. There are no cards left that he kept, so all of these are draws. So the probability that he has Gentle Megasaur is equal to my probability of having the Duskbreaker. Actually, it's even worse because he kept more cards. So on average I should have the Duskbreaker for this turn more often than he has the Megasaur. Because it was not part of his mulligan. These were his mulligan cards. And you can't really complain. I mean, that's a pretty good opening hand, wouldn't you say, for a Murloc Paladin? I definitely would. I managed to create a little bit awkward board state. I think he doesn't have the Megasaur. Come on, Duskbreaker top deck. This one time. Nope. This deck doesn't run any AoE. So there's nothing I can pick from the operative. There's 11 points of damage already on the board. I could silence the Juggler, but that's quite meaningless. I believe I need to look with the operative regardless. I could pull a few minions on the board. They are just very bad minions. They make my chance to top deck a Duskbreaker greater. But on the other hand, that is by Historian top deck is also 1 in 3. Duskbreaker. Well, it has to be the Call to Arms. But I'm probably dead. It seems exceedingly likely that I am simply dead here. There's a small upside in that he did not have the Megasaur. And I take it that he also did not have the Seer. So there's only one card that he has drawn since. Enemy always gets their best card. Not always, not always. But it's obviously looking extremely bad. You have to find some AoE to deal with this. Actually, next turn I can also top deck a Dragonfire Potion, because I have that in the deck. So there are 3 out of 22. So it's 1 in 7 now already. So that one Dragonfire Potion is there to increase my probability to find some kind of a board clear in order to be able to deal with these kind of things. Yeah, but how does this variant perform compared to pre-nerf version of the deck? You mean, how does what perform? This Spiteful Dragon Priest. It's still a great deck, but the meta has shifted a little bit, and there are so aggressive aggro decks that you're in a lot of trouble often. So, with the 6-2 Rockpool Hunter out there, and still not a single one of my... I couldn't find a single one of my board clears in 9 cards, even though I mulliganed for them. Like, what do you think is the best card to replace Corridor Creepers? Well, I think this list is good. You can see the full list in the extension. I can't roll a 9-drop, so I can't roll an Obsidian Statue. There are probably no outs, but let's play the Spiteful Summoner. I could roll a Tyrion. That one is not enough, so that was a loss. Need a board clear. Can I find a board clear? There's a Duskbreaker. Now all I need is a dragon. The second Duskbreaker. I have a chance. But he did a full keep, so he has perfect hand. I remember that movie came out. Yes, Luke Duke, I do so too. But he has the nuts, because he kept every card. The Cleric doesn't do anything here. That movie is great. Yeah, I figured he would have a Rockpool Hunter. This wasn't even one of the kept cards. What? Okay, then we go in with the double. He's going to value trade though. But what if he has Cold Light Seer there? I need to go in with the double. He can value trade both. Because as long as he plays one Murloc, the Tidecaller will have 4 attack. Already in with the Megasaur. Oh, Death Rattle is so sweet. I can't play the Duskbreaker into this yet.
Right away.
I need to do it like this.
Reporting for duty.
No Cold Light Seer, fierce good man. We can just leave him with a couple of 1/1s. Duskbreaker time. He can still have Call to Arms. If he has Call to Arms, that would mean that I would have to top deck a dragon. He's also going to use the weapon charge now. Okay, can I top deck a dragon? 50 minutes of Cold and Valid could time to play Paladin. Yeah, it is. There's a dragon. I think I just need to kill this board. This means that I'm weak to Call to Arms. I did it and I forgot to play my own game. Yeah, that doesn't get you closer to the wins. Does he have Call to Arms in hand? That's not Call to Arms. And I can Harrison the weapon to draw more cards. Or I can just play a Spiteful Summoner. Choices. Spiteful Summoner is more tempo. We go with the Spiteful Summoner. Let's grab a good 8-drop here. That's a good 8-drop. So he has a noble sacrifice. I guess it's a noble sacrifice, right? Face or kill the war leader. I favor killing the war leader. It was a noble sacrifice. No surprise there. Then I'll silence the war leader and heal the Gruul. There are no more war leaders. There's a gentle Megasaur left. And there can be taunt minions. These are not taunt minions. He needs to top deck a Righteous Protector now. He can win this if he top decks a Righteous Protector now. No, I guess Dragonfire Potion this board. Hit him in the face. And if he has one taunt next turn, I can mind control that. And hit him in the face again. But if he has more than one taunt, that only makes the Gruul 7/7. Yeah. There goes the Murloc Paladin. Sweet. I make this kind of a mix of a mulligan because I have the silence, which is most important. Then I can keep a Duskbreaker just in case this happens to be Zoo after all. Okay, let's go with Fairy Dragon. It's just the nature of a card game and you have to accept that. More operatives. No operatives. I guess we're picking Twilight Drake then. Probably don't need more Duskbreakers. He can hit there. I can hit face, there's very little he can do to punish me. I mean, he can hit and defile or something. We could have chosen better minion out of Spiteful Summoner. Ha! Great bait, mate. I rate 8 out of 8. If he's playing Beetles... Oh, interesting Spellbreaker. Very early Spellbreaker at that. I could coin a Spiteful Summoner, but I think I'm looking for more information about his deck right now. Ooh, he's playing cubes. Maybe I can find use for a cube. He already spent a Spellbreaker, so he's unlikely to run 2 Spellbreakers. Okay, so far so good. He's running cubes and Tar Creepers and Beetles, or some kind of a mix. Hybrid deck. Time to Spiteful Summoner. We're guaranteed a 10 drop because I have drawn all the other spells. This can be good or bad. Because there are lots of Battle Cry minions that it can pull that I then can't use the Battle Cry. And he might have a Twisting Nether.
Oh yes, they'll serve me now.
What was the point of that, though? That was pretty surprising. I mean, I know he has cubes, so silencing this is a risk. I've had to make it a bit fast because of all the aggro. If I silence it, he might be able to cube it. I know he runs cubes. So the question is, if I silence it, I'll try the silence route. I'll try the silence route. He has only 5 cards in hand. What's the probability that he has Cube and Pact? It's not high. But he had that. That's nice too. So we go for some giants. Now he can play a Void Lord naturally from hand as well. More beetles. I think I want a card. He could have Gul'dan there still. There's one card that's been in his hand from the first turn. So Gul'dan brings back a Void Lord. I would have to find a mind control for that.
Is someone injured?
That's not quite a mind control now, is it? I can play Twilight Drake. Coin Tar Creeper. Kill that minion and hit face. Let's see. Both Defiles are gone. One Hellfire's gone. Does he have Gul'dan or Nesot? He has the Gul'dan. Can I find the mind control? I drew an extra card just in order to try to find mind control. No mind control. Feels bad, man. Really wanted that mind control. So I'll Duskbreaker away the Void Lord, right? I can draw a card first. Yeah, I think I'm Duskbreakering these fellows. Play the Ascendant. Get some buffs going somewhere. He has one Hellfire left. He might have a Twisting. He has the Hellfire in hand. And a Mortal Coil. Ouch. Well, that's painful. What next? What next? Is Spiteful Summoner a 10-drop? We low roll the 10-drop too. Two mind controls in the bottom 11. Does he have the Nesoth now? Because if he has the Nesoth, then that's huge. It's guaranteed to bring back 2 Void Lords at this point. Well, that was interesting. I'm 5 off. So I trade away the Doom Guard. And I play double Scalebane. Because double Scalebane sets up for lethal for next turn, because the Siphon Life brings him to 15 and this is the way to bring 16 on board. But he lives with that top deck. 16 is not enough. I go in with the Harrison Jones because he already discarded the skull. Free from Ember Charge. Don't say the probability is extremely low. I don't think I need to do that. Because there's a chance that he can top deck something really good. Dragonfire Potion clears the board. He can eat one of these. He still had a Void Lord in the deck, of course. Didn't think about that. But maybe I can top deck one of the mind controls. There are 2 mind controls in my bottom 8. There are 2 mind controls there. There's a mind control. I can mind control the cube.
Job's done.
I can mind control the cube. I can cube the cube to get the Void Lords on the board. Can I still find something from his deck? I think I want to try. Duskbreaker first. I could have Duskbreaker at the board. Yeah, I know it would have done that. But this should still be fine. I'd still be perfectly fine here. So that's 9 plus 6, that's 15. Not quite lethal. But yeah, Duskbreak first would have been better. You're absolutely correct. Group of Sogot here. I can go Cleric Ascendant though. I probably don't need the Fairy Dragon here. I'll still need the Harrison and Silence maybe, but we'll see.
Is someone injured?
Open up with the Cleric. You're lucky no Secret Mage. I don't know how that makes me lucky, but fine. I don't know what kind of Warlock this is yet. Well, I know it's a Control Warlock. Oh, it's Fatigue. And he manages to mill a Mind Control. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good mill. I think I want to try to protect this fellow. We're just hitting face here. Now he can of course hit and Hellfire, but then it only kills the Ascendant. Or you can hit here and Hellfire, but then the Ascendant lives. So another Fatigue Warlock. By the way, don't play Gnome Ferrari in Fatigue Warlock. It's not good enough. He wants to limit my card draw. Fine, I can understand. Nothing I can do on this turn. Callie, nice Spiteful Summoner. We'll see. So he didn't have the Lackey yet, which I guess is nice. He's really looking for Lackey and Pact. Well, maybe he did have the Lackey. Just didn't want to spend it here. Hit, Hellfire. Do I go for... Now I need to choose. Go all in for tempo. Or say Might Control, coin for Might Control for long game. I think I'm trying all in on tempo on this one. Hi, OR. It's going okay. Low road with the Dragonfire Potion, no. But high road with the specific minion, yay. Now, does he have Lackey and Dark Pact? Because that's what he needs. That's what he needs right now. He needs Lackey and Dark Pact. Did he manage to find them? He didn't. Does he find anything that helps him? Hellfire doesn't do it. Hellfire and Coil. Can he set up a Defile board? 1, 2, 3, He can set up a defile board. Actually, those buffs landed up just wrong. No, the buffs landed wrong. He was able to set up a defile. The buffs landed just the way that defile was possible. If the buff landed elsewhere... Another laurel with the Dragonfire Potion. How is Spiteful Priest overall for the ladder? It's mediocre right now, because there's so much Paladin. So much aggro Paladin. Why, oh why, must it be this way? Laurel, it's your only spell. Oh, you're right, I drew all the other spells already. Yes, you're right, Kalin, you're right. Well, that's pretty Laurel that I drew all the 4 other spells. Well, he milled one and then I drew all the rest 3. Kill off the Stegodon. Let's try this. Or also consider Dragonfire Spiteful Priest. Yeah, I don't think Spiteful Priest is the optimal choice for ladder right now, but you need the Dragonfire because there's so much Paladin. I have won a couple of Paladin games already today with Dragonfire, and I would have lost, so 2 of these games that I have won have been with Dragonfire. It all goes downhill from here, right? Sogot cannot be killed with the Siphon Soul, but Lich King can give me lethal. Priest still tier 1. Currently, Aggro Paladin is the only tier 1 deck right now. Unfortunately, this Lich King did not give me lethal. Well, I can put him down to 1. I guess that's something. So close but so far away every turn. Yes, Cube and Dark Pact. Why? Why does this keep happening to me? I need to take one of these. Can't even really kill the other. If I kill the other, he kills the Lich King next turn. And he might also play Gul'dan. It's better to do it like this. Then he gets less stuff from Gul'dan. Okay, it was a double twisting of the build. Next turn he wants to play Gul'dan, right? I don't have anything really useful here. And I can wipe these minions, but he gets Voidlord and the Voidwalkers back from Gul'dan anyway. So what good does it even do?
Once upon a time.
I guess I take Ysera. Try to generate more resources. Free from Deathwing here. Attacking with anything is useless. Paladin style, the Skulking Geist to this deck's been working quite well. Okay, interesting tech choice. But my main problems are Paladin and Secret Mage, so Skulking Geist doesn't help me with either of those. Had another Voidlord. Knows that I don't have another. I think I still have Gul'dan for next turn. What's better, Murloc or Aggro Paladin? Kalin, they're both just about equally good. Makes little to no difference. Don't have such a good Gul'dan. I think this is still a Duskbreaker turn. heal up the Deathwing and play a Dark Reaper. Now he plays Gul'dan. He can survive this. He can actually survive this. No, he had an Assault too. What can you do? That was seriously good Assault. Just casually playing Kuno Ferrado 2 and milling a Mind Control. Ouch. That's a good plan. Can I take 6? I can take 6 because I have Alexstrasza in hand. I go down to 13, that's fine. So we're obliterating this. And Duskbreaker in the board. I can also play an Emerald Drake. He has a Defile left, he has a Hellfire left, he has Gul'dan left. But there are lots of Void Lords in that Gul'dan, but there are also lots of Void Walkers, so if he really low rolls the Gul'dan, he might not get a single Void Walker. I mean Void Lord. How many dragons do I have left? I still have a bunch of dragons left. Both operatives at the bottom, by the way, as well. Both operatives. I think this is Scalebane Fairy Dragon turn. He has to have Rin in that deck, right? If you're running double Twisting Nether, you have to have Rin in that deck. Let's hope he low rolls with the Gul'dan and gets only Void Walkers. That's possible. Randomly discovered Void Lord? Really? Yes, really. Hate it when that happens. Both Drake's operatives and Secret History in the bottom. Yes. I don't think I drew the nuts in this game. What I do think is that I need to draw. Question is, do I need to kill this Void Lord? I still have a Dragonfire potion in the deck as well, by the way. I think I want to kill this Void Lord.
Is someone injured?
1, 2, 3, plus 3, 4, I mean 3, 6 damage. 6 damage is fine. It's not going great. Does he have Gul'dan at the very bottom? Such an intense game. It's okay. I mean, he has to have double Siphon Soul there as well, right? If he's running double Twisting Nether, he also runs double Siphon Soul. He plays Gul'dan this turn, right? No, if he goes face with that, then he doesn't play Gul'dan. Well, that's Rin, but that's a bit late. That Rin is a bit late there. I could have discovered many things, like Dragon Operative. I think I have to take the Duskbreaker.
Right away.
There's an operative. Can I find his Gul'dan? No, I cannot. He has Gul'dan in hand then. That was most of the cards remaining in his deck. If Gul'dan is a top deck that comes out, then Ugh. Hi Hoji, have you been having a good day? Yeah, Tordraki, reasonably good day, yes. 3 cards, I have 5 cards. I mean, if that card is cooldown, that would be incredible. That card was not cooldown. If you lost the 3/4, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I guess there would be no reason to be surprised. I don't want to give him the seals, right? Because seals can give him value. I think I put him on value here. I don't want to draw more cards. We're silencing the Rin. 3 Void Lords. He has had like 6 Void Lords so far. I have had enough cards. Should I have traded? We'll see. Maybe my health will run out. Oh, he still had a defile left. I should have traded. Because this set up a defile board. No, I missed that he had a cubed Void Lords too. Yes, and assorted more Void Lords. He has 2 cards left in the deck. Let's find out what there is. Cooldown is in the deck. I missed it the first time. It is there.
Job done. I'm almost out of cards. Blood and shadow.
How many Void Lords? Managed to get 2 Void Lords. So I'll hit there. And Dragonfire Potion. Dragonfire Potion does, but that's only 8 damage. So I can't even kill the other Void Lord yet. That's the way it goes. No Doom Pact. It drives me into fatigue. It's too early. This is the line. This leaves him with least power on the board. Then I need to play Gul'dan. Because I might control one of the Void Lords. So I get a Void Lord. We know it's Siphon in hand. Yes, we do. And it's fine. I win this, right? Don't I? I always win. From here. So let me see. How do I win the best? With Doom Pact. Remove the top card of your deck for each minion destroyed. Yeah. We just Doom Pact here. I can Doom Pact. All the minions are gone. I can also play a minion. And suck at his face. And next turn we Alex Traza. I'm at 16, I will take another 5. He will take a lot more. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.